let's play Slime Rancher. This is a chill, relaxing chat and just grind some stuff in the game. I would consider this to be Slime Rancher endgame thing, so I mostly just want to chat with y'all and unwind after that speedrun. I put the AMA tag, so if you want to ask me anything, now's your chance. We can just talk about life and whatever's going on with people. Yeah, a 180 from the speedrun, I know. I need that sometimes, you know? You just gotta relax. But still no backseating. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to backseat this game at this point, but I guess it's possible. Let's move chat over to the other side because it's kind of in a weird spot here. And then this shouldn't block anything. And let's give it a little more room, like that much room. Or should we put it at the top of the screen? Beautiful. Magnificent. How are you? Are you feeling okay? Did you see my hydrate redeem? I did. I did hydrate. I got a seltzer water on break too. Unwind. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna have any wine, but it's almost the weekend. Maybe we'll have a little celebratory drink on stream tomorrow, depending on how far we get through Super Metroid. We could end up finishing tomorrow. Let's see. Last time on stream, we were gathering resources from the desert. This is not the desert. Oh yeah, but we were saving up enough materials to make a yellow teleport to get to the desert. We should have 3 of these set up, so we'll collect all the stuff from these apiaries. We haven't had a chance to do, we were doing Monday marbles and just kind of community chat streams in a while, and we haven't had a chance to do that in a minute, just like a regular sit and catch up. I always do that at the beginning of streams, but we can use it for that purpose. Yellow port, yes, Sleek Peak. How far did you get in Super Metroid yesterday? We got to, oh my gosh. We got to Lower Norfair, and we beat the golden, it's not Golden Chozo. We got Space Jump and, oh, and we beat Dragon in the same day. Golden Chorizo. We did a lot. We're right outside the boss of Lower Norfair. But I didn't want to attempt the boss yet because that area was real scary. We're gonna go to... Here, let's feed everybody, make sure everyone's happy with their food, and then we're gonna go to the glass desert. I can't remember... Oh, there's already a ton of food in there. If there was other items in Super Metroid that we got in stream yesterday, but those are the highlights. I'm just gonna give you some extra beets there. How are you all doing on food? You'll eat beets too, right? Oops. How are the chickens doing? 1, 2, 3 hens, 4 hens. 1, 2 roostros. Alright, little bumblebee! Do you need to be recharged or you just sleeping? I think it's just sleeping. Main Street missiles? Oh yeah! We did so much. Even though we're not playing it, remember, no spoilers! Oh my gosh. Reminded me I do have chicken management in my Slime Rancher save. Shine Spark 1's in the tall room in Meridia. Oh, right. That took me a second. You could probably tell that took me a second. We got... What other item did we... we just got the... Screw Attack. That's what I was thinking of. Space Jump we got a while ago, but we got Screw Attack. Or it feels like a while ago, at least. I'm so pumped about that game. I want to play another... either another Metroid or Symphony of the Night as soon as we can, but the other things on our schedule have got to come first. That we've been putting them off. The only thing I would consider bumping and like moving around is Earthbound, because it's so long, but I don't think we can put it off. Like, I think we got to do it. I'm excited about Earthbound too, and I know some of you all are as well. It's just hard to decide games, especially with something really long like Earthbound, because then we're kind of locked in for a while. The lineup right now is still Outer Wilds, and then I think for long series stuff, I think Earthbound is right after Outer Wilds, because we can go back and forth between a retro and a modern. And then after Earthbound, I think is Axiom Verge. That's how I have it written in the panels right now. And Earthbound's fun. I know it's not a Metroidvania, but I think everyone that can appreciate Earthbound for what it is, like one of your faves, I know. We played Chrono Trigger, then Super Metroid, then Earthbound. Like, what a good trio of classics. Alright friends, let's go to the Glass Desert. Can't wait to see Axiom. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited too. Like, part of me wants to just sit and get comfy in Metroidvanias, but I think after we finish those other ones, we can do Axiom Verge, and that can be our jumping off point to get back into some Metroidvanias after having taken a break for a bit. But the good news is, in the meantime, we'll still have our Thursday streams to do a little bit of Super Metroid Rando, so we won't be away from it for too long. Or, I mean, we won't be completely apart from it. What am I trying to say? Words are hard. We have the Samus cosplay coming up. The casual cosplay. It's kind of like what Samus in the Varia suit would look like if she was hanging out at home playing video games. Because it involves leggings and a hoodie and some orange sneakers and fun stuff like that. Samus reimagined being comfy at home. There are so many good Samus cosplays though. She's fun. She's really fun to do because you can do whichever one of her armors you like the best. Casual or not, I don't know, you can play it up sexy, or you can like make her super warrior esque, like more military. The sneakers were, as you said in the Discord, very funky. I have posted them into our sub-only channel in the Discord because they get sneak peeks for being subbed. I appreciate it. You get to see what's coming up next on the channel. And I put the sneakers and some of the outfit pieces that I picked out. Some little pictures in there for y'all to see. I can't believe it's already almost the weekend too. Oops, we need to do this real quick. We've got Sneak Bike this weekend, a regular race scheduled. The plan is for me to produce, which I'm excited for. Sneaker peeks, yes! Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Have any questions you want to ask chat? Reverse Q&A? Let me think about it. Well, okay, more business related, but we can ask more personal questions after this one. I want to get to know you all better. But we do have our planned retro extravaganza stream coming up on Sunday. And I haven't heard a lot from anybody of specific games that you want, so just a reminder, if like you have one game that I could play on stream for Retro Day, if we haven't played it before or it's not already on the schedule, please let me know. Please put it either in the Discord game suggestions or... Ooh, we got Silky Sand for the first time. Nice. Or just say it in chat so I can make a good list for you all. Oh, we lost the primordial oil though. I kind of want to put one of those link things down. Here, let's put one right here. The racers and comps have been confirmed. We got a good lineup. Yeah. I have a question. Have you ever or would you ever submit something for GDQ? What game if you did? I don't know enough about GDQ, Xenosaga. I know, like... I know nothing. I can't... I just haven't watched, or like I feel like I'd be way out of place, but I don't know. I guess I'd consider it. Let's do Spiral Steam in here. What are your favorite things to watch runs for GDQ? What do you like the most about GDQ? School me. Tell me more about it. I never know the best way to use these things. Try not to suggest things for streamers, but if you really need a suggestion, submit the coffee shop game. Oh, I mean, like for the retro extravaganza specifically. Like retro games that you would want to see. Did we not get this one either? How many of these did we put down? Gosh, this is awesome. What is this? Slime fossil? I kind of want to leave it behind. Those were two different ideas. And the second one was missing a kappa. Oh. It's all good. We should play coffee shop game again sometime. Either on stream or even off stream, just to try to get all the different endings and characters and stuff. Tend to watch GDQ games that I've at least played casually. So like, we need to watch Super Metroid GDQ stuff. We need to watch maybe some Ori. I've watched a little bit of Ori GDQ stuff. That's probably the only game that I've watched. Surprisingly, I haven't watched any Hollow Knight. I don't know. I've just never gotten into it. I was never interested in speedrunning in the slightest until Ori came along. Not even from Hollow Knight was I really interested in speedrunning. Are you contemplating playing the Pokemon Cafe game? Oh yeah, we could. We should play that next week, the day before, whatchamacallit comes out. Pokemon Snap comes out. I wonder if that's enough to make a thing. Okay, nice. I generally like RPGs like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI, but one of my favorite runs was a Bloodborne run by Hey Zeus, Here's Toast. He was really entertaining. So GDQ is a big mix of things, right? It's like the top runner in any percent, but then it's also some meme categories and some joke categories and some like really entertaining stuff and showing new tricks? Like, what all will you see? Is it exclusively timed runs, or is there other stuff too? Is GDQ where they did the... Have they ever done the thing in Hollow Knight where it's like 1 versus 3? Or is that just a YouTube video at this point? And a very entertaining, yeah, hunter's mode, like concept and stream concept and video concept, but is that a run? Would they do something that's not timed? I don't think so, right? That's the whole point. Let's go to the laboratory. I just don't know anything about it, and I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but now is my chance to learn, right? Maybe ashamed isn't the right word. It's so new to me and I haven't done my homework. GDQ usually is just speedruns or races, sometimes a glitch exhibition as a donation incentive. Oh, that's cool. Like that. These pens, these are full. The runs are timed, but there's also incentives like name a character or beat a super boss. Oh, yeah. Okay. To say if we get to this goal, we'll do this special thing in the run. I like that. This looks like it's full, but it's not. Look there, it's collecting all the plorts. It's definitely not full. We could sell these though. Sometimes rando races? Okay. They've occasionally branched out into things like Guitar Hero challenge runs. Oh, challenge runs, that's fun. Or other difficult video game things. Runners submit games and sample run videos and staff take those and make a schedule of it. Yeah, because you have to choose like, okay, this is the run that I want to showcase, and if I were to do one run in front of a huge crowd of people, it would be this. And if you submit like, I don't know, let's just say Ori and the Blind Forest any %, that's cool, but it's probably been done before. Like, they're not just gonna take anybody's any % unless it's a huge change in the method of how they achieve it, or it's like groundbreaking new glitch that's being used for the first time, or you're incredibly like wildly entertaining with it and you have to give a sample video of how you would do the commentary for your run and why your run is special and different. Runners can bring, oh yeah, on the commentator couch, right? I've seen that. I've heard that. One year they raised $1 million just on the final Chrono Trigger run? What did they do? Like, what were the incentives for that? We need 2 more silky sand to make a butterscotch teleporter. My dream item. I'm so excited. I want to make the... Oh, we made a blue one too. What did I say the blue one was for? The blue teleporter is for... Or the violet one we could use for... I forget. I thought there was a blue one. Is there not? Yeah. There's too many areas. 100% Chrono Trigger run. Sometimes they would take a run just because it hasn't been showcased before. So it's up to you to make sure you keep track also. I think it was... Poexel was the runner, and he's known for running RPGs. First was 250,000 to upgrade to 100%. Oh. Lots of runs get rejected, but you never know. I've gotten in with a game where I was basically the only runner. Cool. Heck yes. What game, Mr. Uppercase? Cat themed. Nice. I love it. So to answer your question, then I'd have to give it a lot of thought of what I would want to run what I would want to showcase, like what I feel like would be a good fit for Jen the Human to give commentary on, you know? But that's a really good question. Does everybody, do a lot of people have like their dream run then? Like, if only I could do this at GDQ someday? I'm sure they do. It's like everybody's dream to, if you follow it, if you're a big fan of it, to someday do a run there. Those refinery things take 12 minutes to renew. So in the meantime, we should probably sell plorts, of which there are none. That's right, this one automatically takes them. I don't need to ever go to that plort selling station again. This is full, okay. Another was for, oops, I got distracted. Oh, oh god. If those had bounced into that pen, that would have been really bad. We'll just go over here. I gotta pay attention to when it hits 50. Another was for 6 news fight, I think was 150,000, and the last was Specchio fight. He installed because we were so close to the Specchio fight. Nice. And then there's Dwango AC who does the task block. Not me being in front of that many people. Oh, true. There's stage fright and stuff to think about. I was surprised when I saw him in Holly's chat a few weeks ago. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. The people that you run into on Twitch even is astounding. And just like, wait a second. I know you. Actually, the moderator, I don't feel bad. I'm just so touched. Like I said, I think it must be so fun to moderate for a speedrun community. I don't know what it's like at all, but it feels like it would be cool. Anyway, the moderator that verified my Ori run followed me on Twitch. I was like, yo, that's so nice of you. You don't have to do that. Thank you. So shout out, kudos to the gesture of, I don't know, following and maybe peeking in on some future runs. Who knows? I'm still getting over being self-conscious about the whole thing, and I shouldn't be, you know? Oh, they eat so fast. I don't have enough carrots to give you. Here, I'll give you a couple chickens. I don't think you should be either. You should be proud of your accomplishments. I am. I'm trying to, yeah, I am. I'm trying to get over the self-consciousness. But it is a battle sometimes. Is that that's not a carrot, that's a silver parsnip. Okay. I think it's normal though. Anytime, yeah, you're like entering a new community, you're new, you don't want to mess up, you want to meet the people and like not ruffle any feathers and fit in. I'm trying to think, in the back of my head, I'm trying to think of things we played that would be really unique or something for me to run that I would showcase. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me too the other day. They asked my favorite games of all time, and I never, oops. I didn't answer properly. And I have a list on, I said I had a list on Backlogged of top 5, just kind of sort of arbitrary, because I never really think of it, but it is Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger and Machinarium and Banjo-Kazooie and Hollow Knight are my top 5 on backlogged. For various reasons. I think Machinarium would be fun. Well, it's not a super entertaining game. You would have to do it right to like showcase it. I just think not many people know about it. And it's such a wonderful, cute little game. Do people do a lot of voice acting with it and like playing with the characters too? Probably not, right? Because it's a speedrun. But I think it would be so fun to pick a game where you could like also read the lines during the run. You're not really doing any dialogue. It would only work for cutscenes that you can't skip. It would only work for something like we do for Ori where there's cutscenes that I can't go past. I don't really know what I want to do next in this situation. We should go, you know what we haven't done? We have the new treasure cracker. So let's go to this area in the Indigo whatchamacallits quarry. Oh, you all look angry in here. Don't be angry. There's plenty of food for everyone. There's so many hunter phosphor slimes in here. My favorite genre of game? To play casually, simulators like this, I think, are my favorite genre. To stream, Metroidvania so far has overwhelmingly been my favorite thing to stream. They do voice acting sometimes. For Final Fantasy IX, they acted out the fight scene at the beginning of the play. For the play? Oh, cool. For Final Fantasy VIII, they sang Eyes on Me. I know SA2 community will act out some of the unskippable cutscenes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. Sang for Final Fantasy X as well. I like that a lot. More singing in video game activities, events. Okay, I'm trying to find an area of Indigo Quarry. I forget where it is. I should just use the map. I can't remember if I can get to it from up here. No. How do we get there? Oh, well, this is good also. What's it gonna be? Hexium formation blueprint. Nice. I like it. I can't say the other thing I've seen voice acted because it's spoilers for a game on your list. Oh my gosh. Thank you for thinking ahead. Thank you, Magus. I always thought that something like Celeste speedrun without skipping cutscenes and voice acting everything would be really neat. Not really a thing that exists though. Yeah, because all the Celeste cutscenes are skippable, right? So it wouldn't work. I don't know that this is where I want it to go. Alright, let's look at the map really quick. It's all the way over here is where I'm trying to go. Oh, you can't see it. I can't put a marker there. It's like the upper right-hand corner. If you want singing, maybe play Final Fantasy VI before Earthbound. Oh, I know. You all scared me a little bit with those games, though, but I appreciate the honest feedback. I want to split them up because they're both so long. And it sounded like they were both kind of grindy, too. Oh, this is the warp to go home. Okay. I sort of know where we are now. It's gonna stay on my list though. It's not going anywhere. It's just gonna have to, we're just gonna have to be patient to play it. Oops, okay, radiation, that's fine. It's definitely an event where you're supposed to go fast, but they do fun side things as well. During a Pokemon run, I think it was after a runner died, the entire couch took out Game Boys and did a glitch speedrun of Pokemon Red while the runner was trying to get back. Oh, they are grindy games, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's treasure. Royal Fashion Pod? Allow you to vac up fashionable accessories for your slimes? Oh my goodness. I don't have the alert showing. Thank you so much. Somebody bought me a coffee on Ko-fi. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will check the webpage after stream and give a little note to you. I appreciate all those coffees. Here, I think I can make it pop up really quick. Oh my goodness, Mihan, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Happy Thursday. Here, we can put this, like up here? Maybe? Is that subtle enough? It's kind of the same shape as the health bar, which is cool. I didn't have it up for the speedrun. Sometimes it's not showing on screen. I hope I didn't call you out of lurk. I appreciate it, friends. There's a green treasure pod. We're just chilling and chatting and treasure hunting. And trying to find all the spots that I forgot where everything is. I think this is where we came in. Oh, this looks promising. No, this is good. Yeah. This is good. This is where we want to be. Always lurking. I appreciate you. Lurkers make Twitch possible. I also realized that my stream, whatever you all want to do and however you want to relax and hang out, I love it. And my stream is a place where I want everybody to be able to relax, which for some people is just have Jen on in the background. I've been told I have a relatively, a pretty soothing voice to some, so if people are just listening and taking a snooze and chilling, that's okay too. It works. I like it. We did some high intensity things today, but now we're having just a nice relaxing time with the slimes. Alright, this is where I want it to be. This little teleport. I'm sort of frustrated because I have not enough inventory space, but we're gonna go check it out. This is the only way back, right? Yeah. I think there's a treasure room in here like up at the top area, so we're gonna go check it out. Oh, we fell. What's the quickest way to get back up there? Maybe up here. What are some other questions that, did anybody ask something that I skipped over? Before I move on, if we move on to more Ask Me Anything, I don't want to miss one if you had a burning question and I didn't see it. Favorite games, favorite genre. I think games that stick out for me are, and for a lot of people, are ones that I beat on my own or I played for the first time and I have a really like vivid memory of what it was like to play the game for the first time. Paper Mario will always stick out for me. Link's Awakening will always stick out for me. This is where I want to be right here. Let's open some more treasure. Oh, is there just one in this room? Oh, just one golden plort. Okay, cute. That's right, we have to check the plort market because we found so many golden plorts in the other treasure room. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Let's go. Imagine, I'm gonna jinx it, but imagine if you dropped the golden plorts from the treasure rooms. Like, what if you collected them and then you died and then the treasure's gone forever? Because I don't think the treasure cracker will close back up and give you a new one. That's so sad. How many more treasure pods are there? Only 4 left in Indigo Quarry. Okay, we gotta go home. We got another ornament. We got some diamonds, some indigonium. Speaking of lurking, I want to know if I have questions for chat. I want to know what all your favorite things are to do while you lurk. Because I know a lot of people are getting work done too, and I think Ace draws a lot, is like doodling and working on things. I don't know, I'm just curious. I'm usually working on stuff on the computer, either making highlights or on social media, or what else do I do? If I'm lurking because I'm on mobile, I'm usually like eating or hanging out with my parents or something like that. Have you seen Game of Thrones? If you have, will you watch the spin-offs? I have not seen Game of Thrones, no. Play games. Yeah, true. That's pretty common. What did I do? I'm back with fruit salad. Yum. You sometimes doodle and like work on drawings when you're lurking? We were talking about what people do when they lurk. Mess around with Minecraft. Nice. I like it. I lurk in streams all day while working. Nice. I feel like that's pretty common. Or maybe not the whole day, but to have like different streams that you lurk on during your work day. Yes, treasure. We got a green warp depot blueprint. I only do mobile Twitch when I'm laying down in bed. I'm the opposite. I feel like I'm only on PC Twitch if it's like right after a stream, if it's nighttime, but the rest of the day, I try not to sit at my work desk like the whole day and just have Twitch on mobile, or I try not to lurk too much because I'm trying to get work done. I'm not good at lurking and working at the same time. If I have it open, I probably have to turn the volume like all the way down, just because I'm trying to focus. Draw, play games, write up mod protocol documents, cook, the usual. Been doing study work, nice. Feel like I'm either playing a game, writing some papers for schoolwork, browsing the web. I do that too. Just browsing. Go back to the office, I'll probably not be able to watch most streams. Yeah. How are you feeling about that? I mean, aside from the streams, like, are you nervous? Are you glad? Is it gonna help your routine? Is it gonna mess with your routine? I know a lot of people are having to go back. We'll miss having you. I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try to experiment with a couple other stream times too. Oh, nice, green teleporter. Because people are going back to work, so I don't know if 3 p.m. is gonna work for us forever. That's why I said yesterday we're probably gonna start closer to 3:30 from now on. And then maybe one stream a week we could do like a later evening, see how that goes. Normally the first hour of stream is people watching from work or just popping in to say hey, and then it really picks up after work is over for East Coast, I feel like. We're not super West Coast friendly, but that's okay. I'm not doing study work, I'll be playing a game. Company internet blocks Twitch. I will avoid getting back into the office for as long as possible. Yeah. I feel ya. I could never, I think our internet didn't block YouTube, so people would like do it on shift or like try to get away with it. But I just never, I felt like I couldn't do that and know what was going on with my job at the same time. Unless it was like a really late night shift and it was just dead. I didn't have that much downtime. European viewers greatly appreciate the start time. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Well, because you all would prefer it be even earlier, right? I wish we had, like, Thursdays I'm thinking of doing even earlier, and then maybe Fridays or Sundays doing even later. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta look and see what will work best for me and what will be best for the channel, but I'm down to try some other start times or just switch it up every once in a while so that y'all can make it. It's prime time for you, 8-9 p.m. Nice. I'm gonna miss a lot of streams next year because I'm back on campus. My rough schedule next year. Oh my gosh, Maggie, good luck. I'm happy for you. I mean, I'm excited to, like, that you're getting back on campus. I know you're gonna do great. My office is far enough from home that I'll be mingling with people from way outside community, and I really want more data. Oh, yeah. If you can put it off going back for longer, why wouldn't you, right? Here's another ornament. Cute. Let's put these things in the refinery. It's definitely been 12 minutes, right? We can go pick up our other stuff. Let's go get these. Is that the last cycle? Yep. Okay, these are done. I don't know that we need to put more down right now either. I think that's good for now on the apiaries. Maybe we could try putting a drill down. Okay. We'll see how, oh, look at the tiny baby briar chick. I haven't seen one of those in forever. So cute. I don't even know that I realized those chicks had a different pattern. Look how cute they are. Wow, there's so many elder hens in here. I love it. Alright, hang on. These go in here. These go here. How are you all doing on food? I gave all the carrots away. But you'll eat whatever. I don't know how I'll feel about going back on campus. My college next year is going back to normal. Oh, really? They're not even offering some stuff online? Wouldn't that be more, like, cost efficient to just keep some stuff online? But I guess it's bad for the teachers who need to go back to work? I'm not sure. It's all very complicated and frustrating. Okay, now we can do this. Oh wow, moving my camera around too fast. The online options got filled up faster. Oh no! I'm sorry, Maggie. People went real quick. Oops. Do you all think you watch more Twitch later at night than earlier? I'm like weirdly mixed with how much I watch at which times of the day. So I don't know. It just depends. If you're somebody that likes to have it on at work, then I could see where it's like, if it's on at night, I'm just hanging with my family. But it really depends. You're mixed too. I've met too many cool friends throughout the day. I know. At any given hour, it's like, oh, there's somebody on. I think the only time I don't know anybody that streams is like 6 a.m., 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. or something like that. I don't know. The morning stuff. Ooh, I have a question for chat. I watch Twitch at night. I listen to YouTube during work. Nice. I like that too. Something that can be a little more audio, because Twitch is... I can listen to it like a podcast, but it's pretty difficult to know, like, to either know what's going on or to not be tempted to just grab my phone and be like, ooh, what was that? Even if I'm in the middle of doing something. I was gonna ask if you all have watched St. Jude events on Twitch before. St. Jude Play Live or St. Jude sponsored streams. Or not sponsored streams, charity streams? Collaborations? Should they be? Probably not. Even they've said so, but they're doing it. They're doing all right. Let's go. I guess we gotta go back to Glass Desert and get the rest of those resources. We should probably go visit the docks real quick before we go and just make sure everybody's happy. I applied to do my first, the reason I ask is I applied to do my first St. Jude event. And I'm looking forward to hearing back. I don't know that I will be picked, but I'm curious to see what happens with it. These are pretty full, so we need to replace them. Look how cute they are in there. Little tangle dervishes. I'm not sure if it was St. Jude specifically, but I've seen some charity streams. We've done charity streams before completely independently, right? Like I've set up through Tiltify. Tiltify makes it pretty easy to do the donation links for you all, and then I get to choose the incentives and the overlay and whatever else. But I think St. Jude is a little more formal in where they give you like assets to use and different talking points and stuff like that, different incentives to use. I gotta do a little more research. The reason I ask is because there's a possibility if we get picked that I could end up streaming at some very odd hour that we don't normally stream at. So we shall see what happens. They need people like all hours of the day for this event. Oop, I picked up the Elder. There you go. Have fun in there. think my heart's gonna give out with how cute this all looks. Oh my gosh, SD Tunes, have you not seen Slime Rancher yet? It's so cute. We love this game so much here. This is like our go-to relax and hang out after a stressful day. Also, welcome and happy Thursday. Oops. I should clear these out. Seen it a little, but never really. Look at these slimes. Look how cute they are. There's so many different kinds. I checked it on yesterday after you sent me the thing. It looks super fun, and I realized a bunch of my old friends' Twitch families already take part in it. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we'll get picked because it's really popular, and you know, I think I had a good application, but my lack of knowledge about it obviously is gonna stick out as like, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. But I need to watch this year and learn, and then maybe we can apply to another one in the future. I would be honored to take part in it if they'll have me. It's on sale frequently? Oh yeah, Slime Rancher does go on sale pretty often. Is it $5 on Humble Bundle? Dang. That's really good. Like a million elder hens, I don't know what to do with them. I know, Maggie. I have so many too. I can't get rid of them. I just put them in the retirement pen, but the retirement pen is getting really full. The sky in this game is so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. There's like little fireflies floating around. Do y'all prefer sunrise or sunset for your sky views? Or neither. I mean, some people don't like it getting up early or staying up late for them. But if you had to pick one that was your fave, what would it be? I think I'm actually a sunrise person of the two. How many treasures are left here? A lot. Very many. If you want me to reach out to some of aforementioned old friends. Oh, interesting. Maybe. I never thought clouds could get more stylistically beautiful until I watched Steven Universe. Yes, Steven Universe has some beautiful, beautiful scenes. And just cool stuff that I never would have thought to put into an animation. The way that their hideout has clouds in it, like Rose's room, all the clouds in there, so cool. I love just the look of their hideout. Like the giant, it's yet another giant lady in that series, but the fact that where they live is this like giant statue of a gem. Oh, we ran out of boost. Sunset, sunrise is too early. I like sunsets personally, but I'm never awake early enough to see a sunrise. I enjoy a good sunset, especially right now because I can see it from my desk window. The downside of it is my room. Oh, that's a good point. Your room gets stupidly hot, yeah. I get sunset light in my kitchen, and it gets really hot in there in the late afternoon. Do you like a good sunrise when I've been awake all night? Oh no. That's true though. That can be fun as well. I used to be one of those people that got up early to go running in the morning. And I always liked seeing the sunrise. My room's an oven during the summer. Apartment faces west, so I keep the curtains down to avoid the afternoon sun. Makes sense. And dude, hello. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, no face cam today. Just a chill faceless setup. I don't know. I don't really know. what to say to that. Just didn't feel like doing the face cam today. Sometimes I just like doing voiceover. I still feel like streaming, but I don't feel like turning on the big lights, you know? Is this a treasure right here that I walked past? No, it is, but it's already open. We need to find a lot more in this area too. I wonder if there's one hiding in this room. That would be sneaky of them, right? Make a little Jen the Slime. Yeah, we could. You can stream in your PJs. Exactly. I mean, part of it is, like, I want to stream, but I don't want to, like, be presentable / have to worry about what my face is doing, my facial expressions, my eye contact. Like, it's a lot to think about. Ooh, here we go. And while I really enjoy it, sometimes it's nice to just have a little lower energy, no face cam stream. Being presentable is a lot of work, yeah, and it's like a mental thing too. Like, it's a switch that I'm flipping that's like, okay, we're on now. Oh, I can pick this up now. Good to know it stayed there. Ever consider doing one of those cute little VTuber avatars? I mean, they're fun. I would love to, like, have one made because they're adorable. I would consider trying it out for these types of streams. I don't know. VTuber, yeah, they're pricey, yeah. But for a good reason. Okay, we don't have enough room for this stuff. Let's open up this one too. Oh, so many goodies. Is that the last one? No. We can pick up the spiral steam. We can put one thing in here. Let's just do the spiral steam again. We can pick up sand. I hate that I'm having to choose between what I want to take home. I don't care as much about jellystone as I do about shiny sand, silky sand. And I don't really care that much about slime fossils either. I think I did that. I made that drill on accident. I don't think I wanted the drill. I think I only wanted the pumps. So we'll have to come back to get everything else. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's worth it just for the one lava dust because it's much more rare. We have enough silky sand now to make it teleport though, which is really exciting. Presentable, maybe only a couple hours a week these days. Oh my gosh. Well, and you know what else? Like, I'm really slow to get ready, and doing the routine before stream that I currently do, which is like shower, get dressed, do makeup, I don't know, brush teeth, make coffee. It takes me forever. Like, it just does. I don't know. I'm slow when I'm doing my get ready routine. So to be able to still stream for you all, but put it together quickly on the fly and be like, okay, yeah, let's just do it. And I can just turn off the cam and I can make that happen and still feel really good about it. Should really learn to make one of those because I hate showing my face. Oh my gosh. They're cute. They're really, and like the ones, well, if it's a VTuber avatar, it automatically means that the mouth moves with it, right? Because I've seen ones that have different facial expressions. I've seen ones that just the mouth moves and nothing else happens. I don't know. They can be very expressive too. You meant the simple 2D ones? You mean like Echoes? That one's really nice. And Anna made one too. Only Anna's, I think, is just a continual loop, like a GIF. It doesn't match necessarily what they're doing, but it's super cute and it works for a lot of different expressions. It kind of goes through a cycle of like happy, surprised, goofy, upset, bored, like a few different expressions all in one. It's another thing I'm dreading for next year when I have to look semi-presentable. It's gonna be tough getting used to it again. We looked up into it, and according to our friends, it's pretty simple to set up. Nice. Are you gonna do that too, do you think? Would you all use that if it was an option? I feel you there. I'm just as slow. Yeah, it's like a whole ordeal, and I'm glad I do it. I'm glad that stream makes me do it. And I do it for myself, you know, because it feels good once I get through putting myself together, but it is time consuming for me, so it's nice to not have to do it every single stream. Sometimes I just want to throw myself together and put on a game. Shaw has one too. Oh, I don't know that I've seen Shaw's yet. I'm not one to talk. I don't even enable camera in Zoom meetings. There you go. You know what it's like. This is an exciting moment. We're getting our next teleporter. Let's go build it. I was considering it lately, so if you want to work together to get a test one set up for you, just let me know. Just don't like being on camera. Fair. I'll take more excuses to draw one. Wait, you're gonna draw one for yourself and then you want to practice drawing a couple? Yeah, I feel that. This is already at 40? These fill up so quick. My coworkers haven't seen my face in over a year. Isn't that wild? Isn't that funny to think about? It's also funny to me, you all know some of my IRL friends that pop by the stream, and it's funny to me that they get to see me all the time, but I don't get to see them because they don't stream and we don't like FaceTime each other. Not to say we couldn't, it's just like, for all I know, people from my life who maybe follow me on Instagram or something have stopped by the stream and I wouldn't even know it. And they might not have a Twitch username, so I can't even say hi. Let's sell all these. All meetings so far have been audio only. That's kind of nice. I feel like there's a lot of pressure and weird etiquette with Zoom meeting cameras. A lot of people just turn the camera off to avoid it, even though you're not supposed to, or like everybody has different rules for it. I'm able to get up and do my semi-morning routine fairly quickly, 10 to 15 minutes, but I don't want to do it. Yeah, there's also that aspect, right? Are you and Cause friends in person? I don't remember. No, we've never met in person. Maybe someday. We're relatively close enough that we could. I hope so. I have like a gaggle of Midwest friends on Twitch that it would be cool to do like a road trip. A tour. We could make a stream tour and I could stream all of our road trips and meetups. I don't think we're allowed to stream while driving though. I think it's against TOS. Well, unless I'm the passenger, but I would be driving. Okay, ready? Here it is. Butterscotch teleporter. I'm so excited. Yay! We can also make the purple one, and the blue one, and the green one. We have so much stuff now. Oh my gosh. If we make this, are we gonna run out of other things? No. Oh yeah, we only have enough for either the green or the gray, because we only have 10 indigonium. Okay, I wanted the gray to take us to the ruins. I think my next project is setting up a drill and a pump and an apiary in the ruins to see if that gives us new materials that we haven't found yet. So let's set up the gray one. And let's just make the purple one so we have it, right? Because you can only have one of each at a time. I gotta scroll up, sorry. I think me and Ace have come to the conclusion that we have been in the same room together but didn't know it. Let BB drive, it'll be fine. Friends IRL or TOS, I think. Even passengers, yeah, that I don't know. When I work, they've decided to get rid of one of the offices so the engineers will all work from home permanently now. I can't work from home though. Uh-oh. That's interesting. That was just their solution for when people come back. I'm supposed to have my cam on during lectures, but my laptop starts to die when I try to turn my camera on. Knowing that just allows me to stay in PJs longer. Nice. Do we want to do any of these warp depots? These require lava dust, which is pretty rare. We can make another market link. Those are very helpful. Warp tech is my favorite stuff to make. What else? We can make more drones. We have enough for another drone. Those are super helpful. Cordo snare. Decorations. We have a million of these now. We can actually make some of these slime lamps. Should we make some decorations that we haven't gotten to make yet? Butterscotch slime lamp. Oh, we don't have enough. Amber. Oh, wait. We can't make them because we don't have enough deep brine or indigonium. Those are cute, though. Sponge tree, sponge shrub, pink coral columns. Glow cones. That sounds neat. This stuff is all so pretty. And then curios. Fashion pods allow you to vac up fashionable accessories for your slimes. We need to make one of these fashion pods. Here, this one takes 2 out of our 3 diamonds. Oh my goodness. Is it worth it to give somebody a crown? Yes. No one had cameras on in any of my lectures except the professor. I work in the lab, so that can't be a work from home job. Oh, gotcha. What else was I gonna make? Another drone. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. And then we can buy some of the blueprints we just got. Or wait, when we find blueprints, we don't have to buy them. That's right. I always forget that. Curios. Wait, I thought that I... How does this thing work? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You can pick up as many as you want. I want to put them on all the honey mosaics. Oh, look, it's wearing a crown. That's so cute. Ah! Oh no, this is too good. I had no idea. Oh, I missed. Wait, what happens when you miss? Where does it go? Does it just like go out into outer space? Yeah, it like glitches into nothing. But this is infinite. There's not a set number of these. I need to make fashion pods. You do! This is too good. They're my little queen bees. Little honey bees. What the heck? I think the last one I was at, a bunch of my friends did Overwatch cosplays while I was running around a hedgehog onesie. Wait, what? Panels and events that you were at? Oh, interesting. I wish I got to use more of the lab equipment. We have FTIR that we rarely use. ICP OES that we got from another lab. I don't know what those are, but I think you're talking about our friends in chat that work at labs. Been a busy bee trying to get drones. Ah, drones are so good. I'm about to set one up here too. Anime Boston. Oh, perfect. That makes sense. I will say I've talked to you all about my like hesitation to go back out and do public things, but I am excited to go to my first, like con or panel or something. I've never been to one, and now that I'm doing what I do on Twitch, it's like I gotta go. I gotta check it out and meet people and see if there's a Midwest one I can go to and go hang out with y'all. Which also makes me wonder if I run into Holly and Zero in the past. I know. Jen the con. I get it. Have you all been to TwitchCon before? Or just conventions in general? Like, would you go again if and when they bring TwitchCon back? They're gonna bring it back, right? They have to. Do you think you'll go? I don't want the rest of these Oka Oka. Oh, I guess I could just put them right into the corral. There you go. I forgot that that's an option. Alright, let's make a drone. Let's set it up. Yeah, here is fine. Oh, I don't want to pick up the gadget. Hi! Hi, cutie. Let's program you. We want you to pick up plorts. I've been to Super Smash Con, but that's honestly less of a con and more of a tourney with some vendors. Nice. I was planning on going to meet our friends for 2020, then 2020 happened. I know. Do you think you'll go 2021 or 2022 or whenever the next one is? I didn't want to go to cons because of all the people before. Partly because I've always heard people getting regular sick. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I feel like I'll wear a mask, right? In the future, just going to airports all the time, going to things where it's really crowded, being in a big room like that, I'll just have a mask on. Close enough to go to Otakon? I don't know what that is. I've heard of Otakon. Where was it? I don't have the guts to go to conventions. I make myself overly nervous when I'm looking at tickets. Aw, Maggie. It's in Baltimore. Nice. At TwitchCon, you can wear a cosplay mask and no one will know. True. I don't think I would cosplay at TwitchCon, though. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. I'll go if at least some of our friends or you go. It outgrew the centers in DC now. Oh. Alright, I need to pick a target for this. This drone. It's hard because there's all 4 different types of plorts here. I almost just want to make 2 drones to keep feeding them so that I don't have to worry about the food source anymore. Because eventually these plorts are going to not be automatically sold but automatically put in the refinery. I don't know. Let's just sell them. Let's do the first one. What do we think sells the highest? Mosaics, honey, rad, or tabbies? Probably mosaics. We'll just do that for now. From corrals, destination, market link. Okay, I never know what's happening when they make that face. I think they're sleeping. They're very cute. Look at their little crowns. What other fashion things should we get for like the... There's googly eyes. There's, I think, bow tie. That's all I have so far. I'm curious what else we can get. Alright, that was fun. Let's go set up our teleporter! Excitement! Remember there was a dance one that my friend and I tried? Oh, I missed so much. Hang on. It's big anime games convention. Gotcha. The gaming area for cons are so much fun. Trying out all the new games. Haven't been to Otakon since 08. 2019 TwitchCon was a 2-hour drive from my place, and I really regretted not getting tickets. I almost went to the 2018 one. Well, no, almost is a stretch, but I seriously considered going because it was when I was living in California. It was the year that it was in San Jose. They did that once, I think, and then they moved it back to the LA area, right? And it was during a work event. And I was like, I can't make this happen. I can't ask for this time off because it's like the one time a year when they say, no, sorry, it's an exercise. You can't, like, if you can help it, don't schedule anything for this. I found out immediately that if only read the final pose. Oh, the dance game? Nice. Magfest is another one in the area. Magus, I didn't know you had a con. Nice. Magus Con, can you imagine? All the biggest Magus fans and Maguses in the gaming world. Okay, I'm gonna regret my decision to put this link here. I keep placing these and then regretting it because I have bigger plans for this area in the center here. Look at all these teleports. I'm so excited. Loki, hi, welcome in. We're doing some Slime Rancher. We got a new PB in Ori today, and then I didn't want to do another run because I was exhausted. So we're playing Slime Rancher. How are you? Alright, this is good for now. I can't wait to go set up the other one. Look, it looks like a little Triforce underneath it. Okay. Let's go back to... Let's check on these first. We've been chatting about GDQ and conventions and lurking and getting dressed in the morning or just in the day at any point. My pre-stream routine that takes me forever and ever. And we're doing an Ask Me Anything, a very casual Ask Me Anything. Doing alright, just going to listen and clean the fishies. Oh, nice. Good luck. I said I didn't want to stream past 4 hours, and then we started playing Slime Rancher. How does this happen? That's okay. I'm having fun. We got some new tech again. Oh, Loki, you have to see that we put crowns on some of the slimes. It's adorable. That was your plan all along. Apparently it worked. It worked. This is supposed to be our randomizer speedrunner day, but I can only do randomizer speedrunner for so long until I get exhausted. We are celebrating the new PB. Yeah, I gotta upload it to YouTube. I have so many things I want to put on YouTube now. I didn't have anything, and now all of a sudden I'm behind. How does this happen? Because now you're not streaming, you're chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling and talking. I feel like that's a benefit to Facecam too. I could maybe do even a longer stream than I would have normally if I turn the camera off, because it's slightly less exhausting. Okay, we're going back. The last time we have to make the trek all the way from our ranch to the desert. This is momentous. I'm so excited. We gotta set up some more apiaries too in the overgrowth because we need more drones. Lots of drones. What am I doing? Why did I come down here? Just to say hi to those slimes really quick. I need to, maybe we will add a posture check to stream. I need to check how I'm sitting. I just found myself resting my elbow really hard on the armrest, like kind of digging into it of my chair. And I've been having shoulder pain recently. I think that probably has to do with exactly how I was just resting my arm on the chair. I didn't notice until now. I wonder if Super Metroid's giving me shoulder pain. Is there any treasure down here? I don't think so. I don't know if you all struggle with like shoulder pain or back pain, or especially sitting at a desk or carpal tunnel, any of that, like sedentary, being in an office chair. There's so many things that your body lashes out against it. I don't get up and take enough breaks. I used to have a standing desk at my previous life, at my old job. And I used it a bit. Maybe not as much as I should have or could have. My posture check is when my butt gets pins and needles. Oh my gosh. There's more plorts I've hit the max of in the refinery. Nice. Maggie, what are you going to like max out all of them? Is that your goal? Artist back and neck pain for life. My neck too. Yeah, I gotta be careful of that. I don't know that I mentioned that in the same list, but I used to get a lot of neck pain and strain from driving, from commuting every day too. Oops. I stand up to do the stretch, then faint back to the chair. Oh no. My knees have been yelling at me lately, but been good about getting up regularly, or at least doing workout every other day. Okay, yeah, that's really good on you. That's important self-care, right? Like, you don't want to do this exercise, but if you stay on top of it from day to day, it helps you out. You have 0 lower back strength. I feel like I need to work out my back. I used to be so fit. No, I used to have such a good exercise routine, and when I was young, I'm still pretty young, but I don't exercise anymore. I'm not trying to, but I guess I am. Actually kind of miss commuting. It was a good chance to clear my head. That's true. I don't miss that aspect of it. There were things I really liked about the commuting time, but then the back pain and the neck pain was not good. It was the prettiest commute ever. The last place that I worked had just a gorgeous drive to work. Oh, I wasn't supposed to pick up those items. Dang it. I was only supposed to do... Okay, let's go get the stuff we dropped, and then we can set up the teleporter so it won't matter. There should be these, and then... Is there anything else, or did we grab everything else? We might have grabbed everything else. Okay. Cool. Good to know. My back's been a little stiff lately, too. I gotta go hardcore on my planks like I did with push-ups. Where should we put this warp? Oh, right here, close to the front. I'm so excited. Yes! Finally! So good. We've needed that for so long. Oops, we already collected that one. Let's see what we can snag, and then we can come right back. Ooh, I want the sand. Well, let's do this again. And grab the sand. What the heck? Oh, I pressed... Okay. These are all gonna be done. These pumps. That's okay. Look at this. Masterful. Do we have any more devices set up right now? No, we don't have any more. They're called extractors. Wow. Can you imagine? I could just set up those curio things. We can literally set up the little crown machine and put it anywhere, and I could just run around this whole area putting crowns on slimes and googly eyes on slimes. I cannot wait. I'm at my desk basically all day, every day, and I periodically get up and walk around. That's good. Max is being a cookie monster. Hi, Max. I feel like just that one teleporter alone is worlds of progress. Feels like I beat the game. Game objective. Put teleporter in glass desert. That's it. That's the game. Oh, here, if you didn't see the crowns earlier, there they are. Loki, I know you're cleaning, but we'll have to make a clip of the crowns too from when I first discovered them, because they're just adorable. You're so happy. They're so cute. Now, not only do we have to pick our favorite types of slimes, we have to pick our favorite types of slimes and what outfit they're wearing. Alright, we're gonna make some more extractors. We're gonna make 3 apiaries. We're gonna make 3 pumps. Yeah. What else should we drill? Oh, let's put 3 drills in the indigo quarry. That's really easy to do. I hope we have enough to build them. Oh yeah, we have loads of those types of plorts. Thank you for calling my attention. You're welcome. I was like, I don't want to call you out of, like, away from your task, but I know that you would love to see this. It's time to put the bow tie fashion pot on my hunter slimes. Oh, yes. Take pictures, Maggie. Okay, cool. Let's go set these up. So then I know I made the gray teleporter, but I probably don't need a gray teleporter because this one will take us really close to the ruins. And we don't really need an indigo quarry teleporter. I guess it'd be a little faster to have it right here though, instead of having to walk over to the cave. Are you all sleeping? No, I think you need water. Okay, cool. But this isn't that long of a walk. Also, there's a drone in here now, right? Yeah. Cute. So cute. I forget how many drones we actually created. Y'all chilling in here? You're not making any plorts? Are you okay? Are you scared? I think they're scared. Oh. You're so cute. Everyone in here is grumpy. Slimerancher crashed on me. The chickens are too powerful. Oh no. Please eat this fruit. Oh, there. Is anybody else angry? No? Were you the only one that was enraged? I'm sad about my puddle slimes. Are they okay? I thought there was more than one angry hunter, but I guess not. Hi. Alright. Let's continue. They're jealous of the crowns. Maybe. We're gonna put googly eyes on them instead. Max took a big mouthful of food, then dropped it on the floor and is now eating it off the floor. Duncan likes to eat food off the floor too sometimes. So we're drilling in this room, right? Yeah. Because we want more indigonium. Oh, I made a novice pump on accident instead of an advanced one? You kidding me? Why would I do that? Oh well. We could use that in this room. Is there space for 3 more gadgets in this room? Yeah. Oh dang, there's so much room for activities in here. I could have put them all on this level. I didn't even walk over here. Okay. I think, what's our end goal for stream today? Make another, get enough stuff to make another drone. Oops, what am I doing? Get another house upgrade? We could see what the next house upgrade costs. We've greatly progressed in 7Z. Excuse me, 7Z rewards. I bet. I'm not making the same kind of money you are. To never end. Well, that's it. We can never end stream. Loki, you win. Chicken farm? Oh wait, that's for Meggy. Yeah. No, we don't really have a chicken farm. We have a lot of chickens, but not quite as many as Meggy has. Most of our chickens are elder chickens. Yeah. What else was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go to this area and set up more of our apiaries. This is getting more and more streamlined. I'm liking it. You feel better than yesterday? Good, CG, I'm glad. That's awesome news. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a teleport here. Right? Well, I don't know. I keep saying that and then changing my mind. Look at this beautiful ranch. Let's check the house upgrades. The chickens don't get me money, but they do a great job gardening. Do chickens eat the fruit and veggies? I didn't know that. $60,000 for, oh, Tank Booster Ultra. I want to know what that is. Let's do it. Next is Endless Mountain 2. Ghost Wine Chroma, Volcanic Chroma. That sounds awesome. And Heart Module Ultra. Very cool. Oh, can you hear a cat at the door? Yeah. We don't have a cat cameo today, but BB says hi. They uproot the oka oka and the parsnips. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. And dude, we can't do it today. I don't have camera on. No. Sorry. Myself or one of the mods can refund your points for you. I know. Sometimes I remember to pause it before stream, but usually we just offer the refund. It's all good. We'll do a cat cameo at the start of tomorrow's stream. There, yeah, you can have a clip. We have so many cat clips that we can share too. If anyone ever asks, like, oh, what do your cats look like? We're ready. We're armed to the teeth with cat clips. Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got Storage Booster Ultra, but it's not an upgrade. Is it just an automatic? Now we can store a million billion things. Let's test it out. Where's something that we have more than 50 of? Not here. Here, we have more than 50 phase lemons. Gonna clean out the redeems. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate it. Kate, hi, welcome in. We're doing good. We got a new PB on Ori and the Blind Forest today, and now we're relaxing with some Slime Rancher. This storage upgrade is amazing. Oops, sorry, that was a lot of flashy lights. Let me back up. I'm gonna feed the phase lemons to our fire slimes. I don't know why I have so many in storage. I think at one point I was gonna start a collection of all the different fruits and veggies, but I don't know that I need to have them all stockpiled. Maybe someday. But not right now. Yeah, 6 minutes. It was a big time save in one like really, really critical area, and it just changed the run. Oh my gosh, I'm getting beat up. Thank you. Thanks, friends. Do you want the drones to only pick up a specific plort? Yes. Is that an upgrade that I can get where they'll pick up more than one? I couldn't find an option to have them just pick up like whatever plorts they could. Let me go look at the thing. That's a good question, Maggie. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Loki. It was not... Okay, so I'm gonna have to post the video because we got a PB, but it was not... The beginning of the run was so bad, I just kept calling it a cursed run over and over again. Like, I absolutely thought it was not gonna PB, and then of course it did. So the commentary is not my best speedrunning commentary. That's how it goes, yep. Oh, you just say plorts as a whole? What's wrong with me? You can just pick plorts? I had no idea. Also, I messed up programming that other one and said corrals instead of plort collector. So now, but I don't... Okay, but I did want it to be specific plorts because I wanted to take different things to the refinery. I wish I could select like 2 plorts instead of all plorts. But we're probably good for the refinery for the moment, right? Let's just take everything. We need to make a little more money. Let's take everything to the market for a little bit. Okay, so now I have one drone doing that. What should the other one do? This one's currently carrying cargo. I need to go fix this other drone. I completely messed it up. That's okay though. It should be a quick fix. Where are you? Hello. Yeah, from the corrals. Well, they can still, I mean, that's still helpful, but so this drone is gonna need like a helper. This is a lot of work for one little drone. Plort collectors, take it to the market link. Awesome. Hi, you're so happy. Yeah, these are full now, but they'll clean it up. Okay, thank you, Maggie. I had no idea. Let's do 3 more of these. Yeah. Max is now laying in the litter box. Oh no, Max, that's not a bed. I still don't know what most of this stuff does. Fascinating. This game is fascinating. I almost want to put... Whoa, look at that money if we're nearby when it's happening. That's so cute. I didn't notice it until I saw the single plort on the main ranch. Oops. Yeah, I didn't realize I could do it because I didn't read the instructions. Whoops. I kind of want to, now that we have that teleport, I kind of want to make some apiaries for the glass desert because I think that's how we get pepper jam. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's just try it. Let's try one and see what happens. We have done a drill in the glass desert, but we haven't done an apiary yet. Look at the little bumblebee logo when you sell, but when the bee sells it, you don't get the bonus from what's-her-face, Mochi. That's kind of annoying. I worked hard for that bonus. Look at you go. Are you done carrying cargo? Can I reprogram you? Yes. So now you're gonna change to... Oh my gosh. I love that they distinguish between meat and elder chickens. Aww. So now is this drone out of a job? No, we need to do veggies from gardens to auto feeders. Oh, that's easy enough. Okay, good luck, have fun! I've been working on making my ranch automatic. Yeah, you've got all the strats. Let's go do— oh, we came in the middle of a heat storm. That's dangerous. Let's pick this up. Maybe let's not risk it and just wait until the heat storm is over. I think this might be the last thing we do and then we'll wrap up. I'm getting kind of tired. The little oasis areas are really pretty. I can't wait to get— like, I hope they have this blue flower as a blueprint that you can find. And these cactus plants. Oh, we missed this diamond over here? Oh, that's a glass shard. Let's set up— where do we want to set up? You can be where we try out the apiary. This is— oh, pump install limit reached. I had no idea. Oh, what a bummer. Oh well. Look at the little icon of selling stuff all at once. That's adorable. Okay. Oh, let's check the plort market. I forgot about our golden— the gold plort price is going down. Should we sell the ones that we got from our treasure? Also, wait, what happened to the one that was in my inventory? Did I put it in the refinery? Did I go on autopilot? Probably. Let's sell— should we sell half? And see if they go up again? Later on? I mean, they won't go up since we're selling a bunch right now. I think I put it in the refinery on accident. How do I check? Do. Yeah, 1. Good job, Jen. That's funny. Alright, friends. I think it's time to wrap up. We got a lot done. We relaxed. We sufficiently de-stressed from speedrunning. We had some good chats, conversations. Y'all asked me some questions about upcoming games and game genres and GDQ. We upgraded our house. Look at all that money we just made back so quick. Oh my gosh. From selling the golden plorts too. Adorable. Alright. I don't have like an end screen, so we can just end on the slimerancher menu. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was a good stream. Thursdays, hopefully we can start them a little earlier in the future, and keep doing some Thursday streams.